The basic salary is 96,000, 86,000, Mr. Chairman. So what rationale does the SRC decide that the CEC, because SRC, you must be honest to Kenyans. You must be honest to Kenyans. I know you are inciting us against Kenyans, but I want to tell you before the public that one of the role of the SRC is the need to ensure that the public service are able to attract and train skills required to execute their functions. It does not only include public service, but also state officers. Which rationale can you look at the eyes of Kenyans and the MCAs and tell them, CECs earn 4,000, but you earn 86,000? Leave about the cross of 144,000. It doesn't. So my question, Governor, Chair, and to the SRC CEO, which reasoning would you give a CC for 4,000 and give less than 100,000 to MCAs, number one? Number two, as the chairperson of SRC and your members, you give yourself, and that is why you have not even given Gazette notice of the car grant, you give yourself 10 million. Then you give these MCAs 2 million. Do you know the uniqueness of our awards? Do you know the awards that you cannot access with 2 million vehicle that you are talking about? You give yourself a Toyota of 10 to 15 million, yet you stay in Nairobi where there are good roads. The MCAs are in Mandera, they are in Kajiado, they are in Nandi, a place called Soba Songo. You cannot access except through a tractor. But as the SRC CEO and members, you are giving yourself 10 million car grant, you are giving yourself house allowance. Then when you appear before the public, you are quickly to bash politicians because it's convenient to do so. So even the 2 million that is being given, Chair, for car allowance, for car grant for the MCAs is not sufficient. Unless you want these MCAs to be crippled, not to serve Kenyans, then they are voted out. I don't know what benefit will you get as SRC. Quickly and finally, Chair, I saw the SRC, when we questioned SRC Chair on the issue of MCAs, they decided to set up, and I know it was sponsored by SRC because I have my own intel, to put an advert in newspapers and says the President, the MPs have demanded a pay increase. Yet you are not telling Kenyans, you are just running away from what you are asking about the MCAs. You just wanted to set politicians against the public for convenience. Because as members of National Assembly, including you, Chair, the Speaker, the President, we have never requested for increment of the salary because we know the economy is doing badly. The only question we ask the SRC is to handle on the issue of MCAs. Us as the senators, members of National Assembly, the President, the Deputy President, and has been on record, we have never requested for an increment of salaries. So you decided to hide and run away from the questions of the MCAs by putting another advert and even not telling the public, Chair, that this advert, the process has not been yet completed. But media and newspapers were reporting that as if there is an increment, which is illegal. Finally, Chair, because that is my third question, and the fourth question, Chair, is the SRC should stop. You know, Chair, we need to be fair. When this committee does not sit, you don't earn. So when SRC says, you know, we have given MCAs 144,000, including everything. And you remember when you look at, I want to refer to the Chair of SRC and CEOs and members, because we must be truthful. You know, some of us are too truthful. When it comes to salary, house allowance, you have given yourself 150,000. 150,000. But when it comes to MCAs, you just want to put everything in one basket. If an MCA does not sit like this committee, if the Chair or members, including my brother, Senator Mohamed Chute, does not sit, and Senator Peristo Pico does not sit on this, they don't earn. So why are you lying to Kenyans by telling them we are giving 144,000 to MCAs, yet you know when they are not available because of other exigencies of duties, because these are people who are in social functions. Maybe they have attended a funeral function, or there's a tragedy, or they are addressing an issue. Why is it that you are saying it's gross? We know that is unfair. And therefore, SRC, you must be called to order. You are not law unto yourself. And I think going into the future, we must make SRC part-time. We cannot tolerate this. This country, and for example,